Home inspection reports. Should you share your report with your lender or insurance company when they ask for it? This is a common question from home buyers after a home inspection and before property transaction closure. This video and guidance document will explain what is at risk and the considerations that you must take into account before hitting the send button to transmit your home inspection report file to a mortgage lender or insurance underwriter. To answer this question in a single word, no. The bottom line, there is very little upside to share the inspection report with a lender or insurance company in an effort to move your transaction to closure faster or obtain a better deal for a mortgage or better insurance policy coverage for a lower premium. Let me explain. There are 7 compelling reasons described in this document video guidance product, along with some recommendations for your consideration. This guidance in both document and video format is just one of the many in our Up to Speed in a Minute series that we know you will find very useful. As with any guidance information, the specific expertise of an attorney, consultant, specialist, real estate professional, etc. should be considered before making any final decisions, since the specific circumstances and variables in any case may vary. The number one reason to not share your home inspection report is overreaction. The home inspection process identifies and describes negative aspects of the specific home, complete with numerous photos and specific descriptions. That is how the home inspection industry is structured and has functioned since its beginnings in the 1970s. The home inspection report does not provide the balance and comparison of other positive property aspects, as does the house appraisal of value, which is a separate and very different report from a licensed professional real estate appraiser. See our additional guidance video document explaining the differences between a home inspection and an appraisal. This lack of balance can cause any mortgage or insurance underwriter to overreact negatively towards the property. I've seen it happen a number of times with various companies. The reason for this overreaction could be number 2 here, the result of a lack of understanding of what is typical, usual, and customary for residential real estate properties of that age in that specific geographical area. For example, most real estate professionals do not know that over 90% of properties have mold growth somewhere in the home. You just need to know where and how to look for it. It has been my direct personal experience in working with all parties involved in residential real estate transactions since 1987 that there is a real lack of understanding of just how homes work. It's all about the science of chemistry, physics, mathematics, biology, botany, and earth science. But it is by far science number 7, human behavior, that turns the first 6 sciences completely upside down. Yes, and drama can ensue, as shown regularly on cable TV home improvement programs. Let me explain further. What makes residential properties unique is the presumption and myth that a home is healthy and a safe place for human occupants. That is definitely not the case. Ask any experienced home inspector or building scientist, and they will tell you no property is perfect. To assume any home, even the one you are living in right now, is without structural, mechanical, and/or environmental defects is simply inaccurate. The question is, what level of defects are present and what level is acceptable? Well, who determines what is acceptable? You do if you are the buyer, but now if you share the inspection report, someone else will also be making that decision, and their opinion may trump yours. Another reason to not share your home inspection report with the lender is the loss of confidentiality. In our current information age, there is an endless thirst for data. Any and all data can be utilized in ways we never thought of just a few years ago. And of course, someone, somewhere, will figure out a way to profit from that information. For example, websites like Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, Porch, etc. have increasingly provided more data that can even include building permit information, names of contractors, and other address-specific and neighborhood data all on the web. It's very likely that Carfax data could easily turn into house facts, and not too distant real possibility. Number 5, who paid for the home inspection report in the beginning? Did the lender or insurance company pay for it? Any of it? Likely not. We have recommended to clients for decades that if your lender or insurance carrier wants to pay you for the report, then by all means share it in its entirety. When confronted with paying for the report, magically those requests have, at least to date, disappeared. But sometimes not only skepticism, so be prepared to answer the question, what are you trying to hide? Further, most all inspection arrangements and agreements, reports, all disclaim third-party reliance, which means anyone other than you may not rely on the information in the report. The home inspection was done and report compiled for the sole and exclusive use by the client. 6, an insurance company database called CLUE, which stands for Comprehensive Loss Underwriter Exchange, is a little known and little understood reality by the public. The best comparison is the Safe Driver database that is maintained to show individual driving records, but CLUE is for properties. CLUE is used by all insurance companies to help establish specific property and ownership risks. A claim for water damage, mold, etc. could keep a property from being insured or even sold. Further, a property in this database could remain there for 7 years if not specifically cleared. The objective is to stay out of this database, but most people do not even know a thing about it. And you may never know until they go to sell their home or simply change insurance carriers. Well, what's the answer and what's recommended? Simply provide only the relevant data to the insurer and mortgage company. Just give them what they need. For example, age and type of roof material, age of heating system, type and size of electrical system, what plumbing upgrades were last made, etc. What appears to be the quick and easy way out by sharing the entire report can result in surprises like delays in closing, unexpected repair costs, or even termination of your transaction. Don't let your willingness to share be used against you. At this point, I want to be perfectly clear that health and safety items should be repaired, and depending upon the severity, perhaps before you move into your new dream home. But again, there will always be repairs needed, even in brand new construction. Finally, it's always best to protect yourself and shop your mortgage and homeowners insurance coverage with at least 2 independent providers who can recommend the best financial and insurance products for your specific situation. Go to homehealthsafety.org anytime for more useful guidance information. This is Rick Bates, your servant to solutions for homehealthsafety.org, the place to get the most clear and concise structural, mechanical, and environmental information on the web, period. Thank you.